This is Javi with Javi's Woodshop, bringing you my weekly series entitled Business Tips for the Entrepreneur. This is episode 4, the elevator speech and other vital communication skills. In this episode, I'll show you accepted business and interpersonal communication skills, which may help get you noticed, achieve success in bigger sales, and get your point across effectively. First, we'll concentrate on key business communication techniques, and then later I'll move to personal ones. The elevator speech. It's common practice for most business owners and salesmen to create an elevator speech. Imagine you step into an elevator with someone and they ask you, "How are you? How are you doing?" Or even better, "What do you do for a living?" Now, you only have the time between floors to respond promptly and efficiently, as you may never see this person again. This is why it's called an elevator speech. Create a speech ready to go that lasts between 15 and 30 seconds and says everything someone needs to know about your business in order to generate interest. Most of us experience these moments from once a year to numerous times a day. Take advantage of these situations. Uncle Wilbur decided to leave the comfort of his house to go pick some groceries. Well, at the time, Wilbur was a woodworking genius. No one knew this because he didn't talk much and was uncomfortable around people. This is more normal than you'd suspect. He ran into a friend in the lactose-intolerant, all-natural, range-free dairy aisle, and she introduced him to her friend. She says, "This is my friend Bob," and Bob says, "Hi, Wilbur, nice to meet you. How are you?" Now, Wilbur responds, "I'm fine, and you?" And the conversation is short and close to meaningless, and he continued to live his challengeless, comfortable, albeit difficult life, struggling to make every dollar. Poor Uncle Wilbur. Now, if instead Uncle Wilbur would have had his elevator speech ready, he would have said something like, "I'm fantastic! I just sent a beautiful portrait of the Grand Poobah of our local order of water buffaloes to him, and he contracted me to make portraits of the entire lodge." This little ready-made introduction is likely to succeed in prompting the question, "Oh, you do portraits?" At this point, your new friend is interested in what you do. Take advantage of the situation and make a sale. But that's a whole other talk. This tip is on getting your foot in the door. An elevator speech is one thing, but sometimes you don't have 15 seconds to describe what you do. Can you define your business in 10 words or less? Create a tagline for yourself that describes your business, what you do, or anything about you in 10 words or less. Here are some tips to create your 10-word tagline, as well as the elevator speech. It should be memorable. It should define a key element in your business. It should prompt people to ask for more information about your business. It should make your business stand out in a unique way. And 5, it should prompt positive emotion. Uncle Wilbur was out one day and ran into an old friend who ran the local grocery store, the local general store. Now, he had never talked to him about his custom products, so he struck up a conversation. Unfortunately, Wilbur was a perfectionist and an overly communicative individual who tended to over-explain every detail in order to get the point across perfectly. In the end, his buddy, uncomfortable, excused himself because he had some more important business to attend to. Poor Uncle Wilbur. While Wilbur attained the confidence to go out and spread the word about his business, he didn't realize that most successful business owners communicate in a direct and succinct manner, no matter who you are communicating with, whether it's a business communication, a casual conversation, or yes, even to gain a date with that hot person that you are absolutely head over heels over. It is vital to know their personality type if you are to impress them with your communication skills. How often have you been asked for more details? Conversely, how often have you been told you talk too much? How often have you met a cold, unfeeling person who was closed in? Or perhaps you've met their polar opposite, who is so familiar with you that it makes you feel quite uncomfortable. Some people are forceful and direct. Some are very passive and laid back. Some people require short, to-the-point answers, and some need all the details. Some make quick decisions, and some take forever to ponder all the possibilities. Some are outwardly friendly, and some are closed in and secretive. These are all aspects of personality types, and next week I'll share the differences of each of the personality types, how to identify the different personality types, how to identify your own personality type, and knowing this information, how to best communicate with each. This is Javier Unzueta with Javi's Woodshop. As always, thank you for watching. If you've gotten anything from this or any of the business tip videos, please tell your friends and spread the word. Give me a shout out. In fact, pick a completely random person, send them a link to this video. You'll be doing them and me a favor. Feel free to comment or thumbs up, and as always, please subscribe. Have a wonderful week.